everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Steelers going up against the Monarchs. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the London Monarchs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They come out with one back and three tight ends. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Cuts back, left sideline. A huge play there right off the bat. 66 yards on the ground. So Murray shows off his speed and explosiveness.
Latavius Murray was not a guy that people thought was going to be a big-time producer in the NFL. Boy, was everyone wrong. This is exactly what he does. Often, Latavius Murray knows how to get to the open field and pay it off.
Last year, one of 7 guys to run for 1,000 yards, showing the ability to break off the long one. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And the D looking like they may blitz. They go back to Murray on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
Carr to throw on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Ryan Shazier ran so fast at his combine that many people thought someone actually ran for it. He's a linebacker who ran sub 4.4, and he uses that speed to make plays all over the field.
Now Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
On second down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to fire. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And here now, the defensive starters.
Vaughn Alexander is one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They come up in an offset eye. Again, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
That's complete right around the 8. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. On third down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here now the offense heading back out there. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Murray the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Again, it's Murray. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's Carr, and he finds Stills, complete. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this will be taken at the 13. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And his guys have taken the lead.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. And his kick is right through. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play.
Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And it looks like, and now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Roethlisberger will throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Carr turns, hands to Murray, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing his car on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Working from the gun, it's Carr. On the left side, this is Stills. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds Stills complete. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time. And it paid off on that play.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And Stills over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that'll give them a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Carr to throw again. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves.
He's got a man complete. And a big third down conversion with a gain of 28. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. On third down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go back to the air here after the INT. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he's got some space here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Wide 88. Wide 88.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So pass interference on the defense. And Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Carr out to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
To throw is Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington, and it brings up 4th down. So now it's Andrew Franks on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Coates. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Roethlisberger toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. On third down, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by David Anderson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just...
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown from 10 yards out. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Carr surveying the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
All right, here we go. Red 18, zebra.
Throwing his car on third down. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll bring up a fourth down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And here's a very low-line drive. Almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shalik Calhoun from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Finding time. Over the middle here to Brown. A good pickup there at 22. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
We ready? Red 18.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
We ready? Wide and yank. Wide.
Carr. And that is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Back to throw. James has it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And now a 1st down following that long game. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final minute. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Roethlisberger, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
10 yards still left on second down. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's third down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. It's caught at the 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now this game hinges on the right leg of Andrew Franks. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And they have regained the lead. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs.